Hello everyone, I am Vishal Papne. I am currently a final year student of Maharaja Agresyan Institute of Technology. I am pursuing Bachelor's of Technology in Electrical and Electronics branch. Recently, I got an offer from Amazon as a 6 months data engineering intern. I took a course named Geeks classes from GeeksForGeeks which really helped me in getting this offer. So, Amazon came into a university. It was actually a full campus drive. So, it consisted of total 3 rounds. The first round was a written round. It consisted of one coding question along with 40 MCQs. The MCQs were mainly based on data structures, algorithms, networking, DBMS, Linux, and software testing. Post the written round, there were total 2 interview rounds, an enactment of which has been done by me along with the Are You Buzzing team. So, here it goes.
Hi Vishal, my name is Udit and I've been working with Amazon from last 5 years as a data engineer. Tell me something about yourself.
Hello, sir. My full name is Vishal Papne. I am currently pursuing Bachelor's of Technology from Maharaja Agresyan Institute of Technology. I hail from electrical branch, but I am more interested towards problem solving and software development. I know certain programming languages like C, C++, Python, and JavaScript. I also know web development in Node.js. I have made certain projects on that are mentioned on the resume. Sir, I am also interested in data structures and algorithms. Right now, I am working as an intern at GeeksForGeeks as a teaching assistant. My work revolves around, taking doubts of students, debugging their codes, and if a student is, having some problems in some questions, then I explain it to them.
You're interested in data structures and algorithms.
Yes, sir.
How about solving a problem from there?
Yeah,
Good?
sure, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir, sure.
I'll put up a problem in the collab and you can go ahead and have a look at it and see what you can do.
Okay. I think we can solve this question using two different approaches. My
Okay.
first approach, my first approach will be to sort the array in increasing order and just return the second last number in the array. Uh, but we will be definitely sure that the second last number will be the second highest number in our array. Suppose the size of the array is n, then the time complexity for this approach will be n log n because we will be using sorting in our approach. So on an average, sorting takes n log n time complexity. And sir, the other approach would be what we can do is we can take two different variables which will be storing first highest and second highest value. Initially, both these variables will store int minimum, which is the minimum value that an integer can hold,
Right.
and then we will iterate. And then we will iterate through the array. And for each a of I, we will check. There will be two conditions. The first condition will be we will check if this current element, this a of I, suppose the array is a, if this a of I is greater than the first element, the first highest element. If it is, then what we will do is we will shift the first highest value to second highest variable. We will first shift that and then we will store this a of I into our first highest element. The other case will be suppose this a of I is less than the first highest value. There can be case that it can be bigger than the second highest value, so that will be our second case. We will check if it is greater than the second highest value. If it is, then we will just directly store it in the second highest variable, and after the completion of the loop we will just return the second highest value. So sir, the time complexity for this approach will be big O of n, if n will be the size of the array, because we are iterating in the array only once. And sir, I can code both solutions. So which solution you would like me to implement?
Use the optimal approach.
Okay, sir, sure.
Vishal, I think you missed something in the program. Maybe a case.
Okay, sir, let me see it, sir. Okay, sir, yes, sir, I got it, sir. I think I have not included equals to sign.
Right.
Yes, that's the case, yes, sir. So I think it will not handle the duplicate case. I am editing it. Yeah.
All right.
Now it's fine, sir.
Yeah, seems good. Looks good. Vishal, the second coding question which I have for you is given an array of integers. Find if this condition follows. I'm putting up the question in the collab edit. Have a look at it.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay.
So tell me which approach do you think would suit it?
Okay, sir. After seeing the question,
Mhm.
the first thing that came into my mind is the brute force approach.
Mhm.
Sir, in that approach, I think we can use three nested loops. In the first nested loop, we can just fix the first element, and then we in the second loop, what we can do is we can go on with the remaining elements, and we can check if there is an element exists that is greater than the first fixed element that we fixed in the first loop. Then if there exists, then we can go on to the third we can fix that element, say this is the second fixed element. Then we can go on to the third nested loop, in which we will check if there exists an element which is smaller than the second fixed element. So in that way, if this condition holds true, then we will return true. Otherwise, after the completion of the three loops, we will return false.
Okay, will you be able to optimize this approach?
Okay, so let me try. After seeing the second test case, I think the pattern is very easy. We just have to check for a mountain or a peak. We'll be iterating through the array, and we will be storing left minimum for each element. So suppose for the first test case 16712, so the left minimum array will store 1 1 1 1 and 1, because 1 is the left minimum for all the arrays, and the right minimum will be 2 1 1 1 1. So this will be like that. And then what we can do is we can just again iterate through the main array, and we can check if that a of I is greater than its left minimum as well as right minimum. And if that's the case, then yes, we can return true. And if not, then we can, after the completion of the loop, we can return false. And I think the time complexity will reduce in this case. It will be big of answer.
And I'll just have a look at your code. Okay, Vishal, the code seems good.
Thank you, sir.
Your coding knowledge is good. I'm going to ask theoretical questions now. What's the difference between primary key and unique key?
Sir, there are mainly two differences between primary key and unique key. The first difference is we can have multiple unique keys in one table, but there can be only a single primary key. The other difference is unique key can hold null values while primary key can't. These are the two main differences.
Alright. Vishal, I'm going to ask you an SQL question now. Just go ahead and have a look at it.
Sir, I think this is the query.
Right, let me have a look. Yes, this is good. So we are done with the questions which I had from my side. If you have any questions for us.
Yes, sir, I do have a question. Sir, since I am new to this data engineering field, so can you tell me something about this? I mean, what is the type of work that we do as a data engineer?
Sure. So I work with a team of data engineers, and I work with data flow through data pipelines, and our main work revolves around SQL, but we also work with frameworks like Hadoop and Cassandra. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. That's all from my side.
Vishal, I'm having a look at your resume, and you've done an internship with GeeksForGeeks. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So, tell me something about your experience as a teaching assistant over there.
So, sir, actually, I got to learn a lot through this internship. Actually, I was not only teaching the students as well as I was learning from them too, and it improved my communication skills as well. And one more thing I would like to say is I was pretty confident that if I am able to convey or explain my approaches to a student who is new to programming, then yes, I can explain it to some person who is very good at programming. So yes, sir, it helped in my interview preparations.
Okay. So, Vishal, tell me about what is normalization and different types of normalization.
Sir, normalization is a technique through which in which we make our database, less redundant, and more consistent. Yeah. So, sir, there are what I can remember of is there are four types of data normalization techniques. The first one is first normal form, or also known as 1NF. So, for database to be in first normal form, it should contain every cell. There is a condition that every cell should contain only atomic values. Then we have a second normal form, also known as 2NF. So for data to be in 2NF, there are two conditions. The first condition is it should already be in first normal form, and the other condition is there should be no partial dependency present inside our table. And then we have third normal form. The conditions for 3NF is our table should already be present in 2NF, second normal form, and the other condition is no non-prime attribute should define other non-prime attribute. And sir, we have this fourth normal form, not fourth normal form, the next normal form, which is known as BCNF. It's if I remember rightly, then it is voice code normal form. Sir, I don't know much about it in detail. I just know the name of it.
Right, Vishal. So let's get back to some coding. And I have put a code in front of you over here. Can you see it?
Yes, sir, I can see it.
Sure. So then let's go for it.
Okay, sir. Sir, since we want to find the first non-repeating element, I think we can use a queue data structure here, and also we need a count array as well, which will store the count of characters. We can use an array of size 26. So we will iterate through the string, and we will push the element into the queue, as well as we will increase its count in the array, in our count array. And sir, then we will iterate in the queue, what is stored in our queue. We will do that till our queue is not empty, and we'll check if we will take the front element from the queue, and we'll check if its count is greater than 1. If it is, then we will print -1, since it is not the non-repeating element. And if it is not, then we will print the front element, whichever element it is. And if it will be empty, then we will just print -1, because we don't have any element in our queue. Sir, can I write the code?
Sure, go ahead. Implement.
Okay, sir. Wait.
All right, we'll have a look. Okay, this is all right. Okay, Vishal, I have put up another question in the collab edit. Just have a look and see what you can do about it.
What we can do is we can add these linked lists like we add two numbers. So first of all, what we will need is we will have to reverse both the linked lists, and then we will add numbers, corresponding numbers. So there will be an edge case in this question. The edge case will be, sir, suppose the two numbers are added. Suppose these two numbers. Suppose the numbers are added and we get a number which is of different size. I mean, these two numbers are of 3 digits, and we got a number which is of 4 digits. So, sir, that will be the edge case, and we will have to increase the size of the linked list by adding one more node to that linked list. So, sir, I will write a code for this question. In that way, it will be easier for you to understand.
Okay.
Sir, we will need a reverse function as well, so I am implementing that also.
I just said that you have used I can see that you have used the iterative approach and the reverse function.
Okay.
Is there any chance
Yes,
you're using the recursive approach? Recursively.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can implement that. Give me some time. I will implement it.
Sure. Take your time.
Sir, I have implemented the recursive approach as well.
Good. Okay. All right, Vishal, these are all the questions we had, and there are no questions from my side. Is there anything which you would like to ask me?
Yes, sir. Will I have some more interview rounds after this round?
No, this would be it. This would be it. There will be no.
Okay, sir. Okay,
All
sir.
right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I hope you really like this video. If you want to connect with me, then my LinkedIn handle is given in the description. Earlier I mentioned that I took Geeks classes live sessions. I work there as a teaching assistant too. So I can surely say that this course will help you in cracking the interviews for top tech giants like Amazon, Microsoft and Uber. This course is designed in such a way that it will improve your coding as well as problem solving skills by enhancing your knowledge of data structures and algorithms. The mentors of this course are from top tech giants like Uber, Microsoft and Amazon. The course link is given in the description. If you will apply the code RUBuzzing, then you will get a flat 10% discount on it. You can check that out. Thank you.